want you to give your attention to another one of our Texas City High School students. Matthew Gibson is going to tell you what Jesus Christ has done in his life.
Amen. God's good, ain't he? God's good, ain't he? Check this out. They gave me 2 minutes to tell you something that's going to take years for me to tell you, so I'm going to start right now. I'm going to speak kind of fast. All right. Growing up for me, I ain't had my dad around. When I was 6 weeks old, my dad went to penitentiary. And I grew up without my dad around. And I grew up walking the streets, you know, just trying to be a kid. And finally, when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I seen other kids walking around playing with their dad everywhere. And finally, I clicked. I said, "Where's my dad at? How come my dad ain't around?" And I started getting mad. I started getting angry. And my brothers are older than me, and all my brothers' friends were older than me. And they grew up gang banging. They grew up on the streets, hardcore gang banging, drug dealing. And when I was growing up, I started getting into that. All that anger started getting in my heart. And by the time I was 10 years old, I was already drinking alcohol, smoking weed. By the time I was 12 years old, I was already jumped into JPV, Piru blood. And I was already walking the streets flamed up with rags in my back pocket, fighting for colors. That didn't make no deal, no sense to me. By the age of 15 years old, I was addicted to cocaine. Walking the streets, robbing people for a drug, for a substance to get high on. And I dropped out in 7th and 8th grade. I didn't go to school no more. 7th and 8th grade, I didn't go no more. And I kept robbing people and jacking people. One night I was coming home from my girl's house. She had a party. And I walked home with my homeboy KB. And I wanted to rob somebody because I was fiending. I wanted some more dope and I was fiending. So anyways, I jumped this fence and I got in this dude's truck and I was about to rob him. And this dude comes out with a machete. And I see him, so I try to crawl out the truck, and this dude starts slishing a machete at me, trying to kill me. I almost died that night. The cops came and got me. I went to jail, and I've been to jail in and out of jail. At 10 years old, I was already on deferred probation. Anyways, while I was in jail, my whole life I've been wanting something new. I wanted something different in my life. My whole life, even when I was gangbanging, even when I was doing drugs, walking the streets, I wanted something different. But I didn't know how to get it. And my brother told me one day, he said, "Matt, you're young, man. You're young. Don't be like me. Don't be like us. Do something with your life." So I did just that when I was in jail. I started getting ashamed of every sin. Every sin I ever had, I got ashamed of it. And I got on my knees and I said, "God, if you're real," because growing up, I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in God growing up. There was no God in my life. And one night, in jail, I got on my knees and I said, "God, if you're real, if you're all real, if you're out there, change me, make me new." They were trying to give me 3 years of penitentiary, 3 years of TYC. And I said, "God, I ain't scared to go to prison. I'll serve you while I'm in there if you show me you're real." And he showed up in that cell. He showed up and he changed me. He changed me. Amen. Hey, I encourage all y'all to do the same thing, young people. Don't get caught up in the drugs. Don't get caught up in the girls. Don't get caught up in the drugs, in the gangs. It ain't worth it, y'all. Life is but a mist. Life is but a mist. And we only live for such a short time.